Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Well, let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Alright, hello there everybody, this is MMORPG13 here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14. But before we get into the stream, it's only fair that since Jackson did not make it to the stream yesterday, I can only assume it's because of RL stuff, which is totally fine. We all got life stuff, so no biggie there. Okay, so in order to fulfill my promise to Jackson, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look into this video before the stream, before the actual stream starts. Think of this like a matinee, we call it here in the US. So, let's go ahead and get straight to it. Let's take a look. Okay, The Walking Dead, The Greatest Showman. I think that's the one that you want me to do. Yeah, I guess it's 35 minutes ago, so I guess that's the one. Alright, let's take a look. Give me a sec. Okay. There we go. You got mine, just lower the volume down my headset. There we go.
This is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what can gather. Your fever dream, can't you see you getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall, it's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. We won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you.
Okay, I guess in The Greatest Show, I think I remember the movie called The Greatest Showman, the Zac Efron movie.
Where the lost get found, every crown of the circus king. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after.
Yeah, definitely the greatest show from that Zac Efron movie. It's a nice movie though. Sometimes Microsoft. Okay. Rick, come on, dude. Before she turns into a zombie, get him. Alright. That was a nice video. And once again, I do in fact have the link here in the notepad, so I'll update the description of the stream when the stream is over. Alright. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Jackson. And so for right now, let's get back to Final Fantasy. We're gonna kick some butt today. Alright, and once again, you all are going to be seeing how much money I make in this game. Like, in the background, like, how can I explain this? I like the crafting in the game. Like, I like it so much that I possibly dedicated, I don't know how much, I don't know really how many hours that I dedicate to crafting. It's just something so soothing and relaxing, and a little nervous and suspense, because knowing that you control the outcome of if your quality is up to standard. So let's check to see how much money we made today. Okay, so we gotta head on over to PS Gamer. Yeah, let's gonna go over here. Okay, making sure everything's going good. Okay, don't tell me that. Oh, fudge me. Don't tell me that the audio temporarily suspended my stream. Unless Jackson had to go because of the distance in the UK, or that my stream got temporarily suspended because of the audio. Fudge! Okay. But anyways, nice, okay. I once had like about 13 or 14 things in here. Fudge? Yeah. Okay. Yes! Big payday for Moro. Thank you very much, PS Gamer, for giving me the 55 grand. In the motherfudging bank! Alright, let me see. How much? Check out my sales history. Nice! Fudge, yeah, that is exactly what a fudge am I talking about, man. Okay. Now we're up to our pants and money. Alright, but first of all, I just want to check out the market real quick. To see if I can get me some new Smith leggings. Let's see. Oh, that's most of my money. Nope. No, thank you. What about you? Of course they're that much because they're Mastercraft recipes. Okay, how about, let's see. How about a new chess piece? Okay, so... Alright, this is okay, how much money do I have? A total of 71,000. Maybe I should be good. Let me go over to you real quick and see if I have anything worth selling to you. Any bags of gold or anything? No. Alright. Alright, we're good. Alright. Okay. Alright, send on back into, let's go ahead and transform back into my samurai mode. Okay, so now then, this is exactly what I'm fudging am I talking about. Seeing all these mother fudgers making, I'm saying mother fudgers in a very friendly way. You know how it is in the U.S.? Well, maybe not. Maybe some of you out there that might not be from the U.S. But if I am indeed correct, back in my day, my friends, me and my friends used to curse at each other. Not like we talked to each other like pirates. Like we say, "Hey, what's up? What's up, small dick?" One person was saying to me, saying, "Hey, what's up, small dick?" And then I was like, "Nothing much, big dick. How you doing?" So it's all good. When I mean to call a person a mother fudger, it doesn't mean that I'm saying that they're a mother effer. It just means in a very friendly way. And so for right now, let's go ahead and we're going to continue along with the story now. Let's see, am I good at my currency? I'm at 106 currency. Alright, let's head on over to you. And we're gonna go ahead, let's see. Alright, Modana. Okay. Okay, where to? Of course, the sands. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Daystar Earring. No, I don't need any of these. I'm gonna go for the money. Man, my person is looking sharp, man. He's ready to tank on anyone. No, it avails us not to speculate. Urology here will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one close to home. It concerns the etheric fluctuations which we previously attributed to good King Mugulmog VII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet, it is all well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude that may suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation. And I would have you, Alicia, Asila, I hope you never not interrupt, but we have a problem. Okay, we're doing good. Okay. Okay, that just goes to show you I'm gonna have to be more careful when it comes to reacting to other people when it comes to reacting to people's videos. Sometimes the audio may indeed temporarily disable my stream. Really gonna have to take that into consideration now. Okay. What matter of a problem? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah. This time are come to Revenant's toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment as we gave the Domans. At present they are in the 7th heaven, awaiting formal response. I see, mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet them at once. You know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more people will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will adhere to their suit. Yeah, let them plead their case, man. Or I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Man, my guy is looking sharp ASF, man. All that grinding, well, and not exactly grinding. All I have to do, in case some of you may want to know how I get this gear that I'm wearing pretty darn fast. That is, you go over to Duty Finder and you go on down to main scenario. This is where that you just, you help out new yeah, this one over here. This one here is like when you want to help new players in the main scenario. And you get 300 plus an additional 100, perhaps even 150 or something like that because of boss fights and stuff. So yeah, you can actually get quite a catch of quite a catch for for doing this. That's how I managed to get this gear. Just do it once. Just do it once daily if you all want to, and there you go. He's a refugee. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minophilia, and I lead the 7th Science and 7th Dawn. The 12th Big Priest, it is you! We are ready and willing to work the same as the Domus. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray, calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, Actant Citizen. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off scraps of old time for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one that got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't nearly enough. It's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich B-words in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. Don't pretend to be clever, but even as I can see what's coming, I knew we had to run. The only question was where, and we came to Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? You'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doma's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who has been affected by the calamity. And so it is with great regret I must deny your request. But the 12 you got nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I may have a word. Tataru is on amiss? Il Tidings and Uldam, my lady. Alpha Loud has been wounded. What? Serious how? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be according to the flames. The refugees started a riot. They went wild and apparently lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells. Now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. I get this, and please, if you want to help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then it's responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Alpha now and quickly, if he's in danger or worse. I would have you by none other by his side. Thank you, pray. Do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Paplima will see to it. Yeah, me and my pompadour hairdo, it's definitely going to go to work. Hey, Dunkar. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Wait, what? Okay, wow. The Egretolabra. This was put up for sale and it was sold for 23,750 gil. Holy shnikes. Okay, earlier in the stream I got PS Gamer in this game got my money for 55 grand and now we're getting another 23 grand? Holy shnikes! Man! Blacksmithing makes money! Alright, let's first get that cash. Okay, wait a minute. No, over here. Okay, where's the summoning bell? It's supposed to be somewhere here. Huh. There it is. Give me that money, man! Yes! Yes, PS Gamer's giving me even more money! Crafting truly does pay off. Gotta go get a cup of milk, 1 sec. Okay.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Well, that's not good.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life.
Yeah, carrying ourselves by the bootstraps, yes.
To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so Final Fantasy is going down that kind of thing. Okay. Where it was just like how it was back in history. If I remember correctly, there were several families of the Roman Empire who held the most power. And it was not the power. And one of the families was the ones that represents the plebs. The plebeians, you know, middle class people, lower class people, etc. Because if I am indeed correct, after a war, I forgot exactly what war it was, that the Roman people demanded representation in the Senate. And so a family born from the middle class people got represented in the Roman Senate, I think, if I'm correct. I forgot which house was it. But still, even back then, in the Roman times, it was still an economic disparity.
So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Okay, so basically what he is saying, it's like, if you don't have money, then you may as well not exist. Like, you could possibly, like, how can I say it? If you were in front of another person, and the person who has money thinks that there's no one in front of the person, like, you could basically be right in front of the person who has money, and they would see no one. Wow.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor.
Yeah. It's like, if the Sultana and the Immortal Flames did not do anything, for the middle class and the poor, the middle class and the poor would have rose up a long time ago in Ul'dan. Because knowing that it feels like that the middle class and the lower class did not have any representation in the local government. That sucks.
Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight.
Welcome back, Jackson. And also, Dunkar, how come you're gonna freak out?
This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers.
Okay, so basically I can only assume from what Alphanaut is saying is that if more and more refugees are coming in, there's more likely that the people who has a lot of wealth and stuff like that would be saying, why am I paying taxes for? It sucks, man.
While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions.
Okay, in case some of you may want to know, the monetarist in the scheme is referring to a political party, who is about money. Like, they're all about making money. When they see a policy that threatens their profits, they would say, nope, 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 we're not having that. But knowing this was a calamity, like a worldwide event, that more and more refugees are coming in order to make new lives, because it's something that is beyond anyone's control. And thus the monetarist has a disdain for refugees because they think that refugees are those who commit crimes, which is not true.
It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Yeah, out of desperation. But still, violence is never the answer.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? Okay. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good, then you'll accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear that what General Ralbon has to discuss on the matter. Okay, looking good. Oh, what are you? Oh, yeah, that is cool. I like that. I want to have those wings. My samurai deserves to have wings. I even love. Okay, where's Robin? Okay, over here. Now, it's not a good time, Mara. My hands are full of dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alpha now, are you back on your feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your Churia guns. My memories of the riot are somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remained throughout the island. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but the progress is slow. They're darnly elusive. I can imagine, given the majority of the refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how did they come so well prepared. Before my accident, I observed several refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry, swords, arrows, bows, tridents, stuff that is used to kill creatures and kill people, you know, if in self-defense. None can deny the tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Dominants returned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms instead of food? I think not. Yeah, always choose food over weapons. And what of those who does not have a single gil to spend? Who could not have survived without the aid of the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it bare against their benefactors. Come to the point. Well, my point, General, is that the powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance, but the events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored, and this is my first duty. Until it is done, an investigation can wait. I do not have the time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning soon. Anon. The General is no fool. He keeps to his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarist would accuse them of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticisms in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon in time and truth, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Morrow. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigations independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make to make inquiries into settlements suspected by harboring belligerents. Commander Swift would know where they are. He may balk at the request of such information. I have no doubt you can persuade him with your silver tongue and my sword. Meanwhile, I shall seek answers on my own, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Alright, Swift. You look as though you have something to say, Yamara, do you? Well, you ask us no simple favor. Were such information fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words, and an able individual may be better suited for this task than a regiment. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activities in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to the recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin speaking to the Blades posted there. Man, I gotta love the fly. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant who have yet to return. And I'm increasingly concerned of Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. If you haven't the foggiest of what I mean to talk about, do you? Never mind, speak with Zazawaka. And he'll explain everything. What brings you here, adventurer? Seeking a search for refugees? Well, then you come to the right place. Oh, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that. Like that merchant who has passed through recently. Gregorius fellow. Awfully opinionated. I can't say I was sad to see him go. Okay, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon. You're not a flame, I see. If Leofric bade you to speak with me, then I take it that you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because if we haven't a moment to waste, everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under a fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, holding the ruling class to account, and thinking which is owed. It's a childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but others listening would not hear my words. Now that our idealist has returned. However, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent, you will understand why. Even though he babbles incoherently, yet I have no doubt the merchant will lead to the remainder of their doom. I beg of you to find him before he does. Alright, speak to you. What are you doing? Don't draw, don't draw, don't draw, don't draw! Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together, then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me? Why? Why do you have to stay and leave me alone? Who are you? What do you want? Ah, it is true I followed the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. What we asked, how he revealed the cache of weapons he brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others were so excited he split us among two groups and sent us on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. I later tried to parley with theirs. But then they started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting. And the Immortal Flames was shouting and giving the order, and, oh god, it's another group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Alright. Let's fudge them all up. Okay, the other refugees are hiding in the caves in the south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would be sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight. The ones he sent us to vanish during the struggle. If only we had never listened to the merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, but the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though if they are forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show the brethren their strongest warriors are no match for one man. May then they'll be able to agree to lay down your arms and renounce this plot. Oh, purse. Okay, I'm not good when it comes to names, so I'm just gonna call you Purse. I am fine, Purse. How are you doing today? Seven Hells, they found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the hills. So what's your name? Sorry to disappoint you, but we're... Alright. I am destroying these motherfuckers! Come on. Yeah, get wrecked! You beat him like it was nothing. Then almighty, what are we gonna do now? Oh, and by the way, Purse, I looked at your video yesterday. I do have a question on the video. If you don't mind me if you don't mind me asking. Okay, tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it's over? But what else would he say would it be unless he went to stone throws to recruit others? I'll take the money. Let's see, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that one. Okay. The merchant wished to approach the refugees. Okay, I really gotta try to do better when it comes to responding to chat. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in stone's throw, but waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the city. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of a futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest, and it will surely lead us to ruin. Alright. Gotta pwn the motherfudger. Hey Ellie, how's it going? My name is Mario, and I will be effing everyone up who dares to mess with me. Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Ul'dah. The man said that they were going to change everything. Make it so that we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? I don't know where he is. Wait, look over there. That's him. Fudge him up. No, well, now, where should these gullible fools will be my next victim? Oh yeah, the Icon Slayer. He's looking at you. You! Yep, fudge him up. Get him, mister! Oh yeah. It's time to fudge this mother effer up. Using people's emotions as their playthings. That's not cool. Mistrustful merchant. You again. Why are you pursuing me? Why you run? Sedition, treason, revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? Self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. You ran away from me. No. I will not accompany you to the Halls of Flames. You have no right to detain me. Yes, I do. For the sake of argument, let us say that I did do the things you claim. Surely if you don't think I give a current's arse about politics, it was only business. Only business. Yeah! You're with me now, man! What you gotta do, man? We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I shall tell you everything. What? That man is so... What the crap? That man is so skinny that the arrow went through him. That or the arrow was made out of denser stuff. Yeah, I guess. Jeez, it actually went through him. Fudge, what kind of arrow is that? What's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out to search an area. The killer might still be out there. Alright, speak with Stone Torch. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading to his death. This man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious that you are not whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Okay, Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Okay, I need to check to see if PS Gamer gave me even more money. Nope. Okay, old ain't the right. Let's see. Yeah, that. Man, we are making bank, man. Fudge, yeah. Okay, what news, Mara? Where is the merchant? Murdered? Darn it all, to the seventh hell. He was not simply murdered, Mara. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of this riots than you realize. Okay, I will definitely take that. And where that? Revolution. Swift has a message from you from General Ralbon. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as he returned. He wishes to discuss recent discoveries as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Athelnau has been informed that he should be waiting for you outside. Pray. Okay. Okay, where to? Ah. We have been expecting you, sir. Please proceed inside.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Yeah, we did.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room. The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
Ah. Okay, bye. Oh, man. Okay, so they went like that as well? It's like, I know that there's not one nation that could be able to hold too much of a burden. But, wow, of having a policy that makes you feel like that they're being discriminated against, that's another story.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate.
The Sultanate can't do much. The Syndicate has more power than the Sultanate. The Sultanate is just there as a figurehead.
Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence. Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Ah, the brass blades. The brass blades, also known as sail swords or mercenaries, which are not bound by the laws of that nation. The brass blades is just there as like a supplementary security force, but they're not bound to the law of Ul'dah. So the mercenaries were like saying, we're not bound by the law, so we may as well just F them up.
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Ah, man.
Teleji Adeleji. But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
Okay, it is a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that the refugees may establish a permanent settlement. Yeah?
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Because it is.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge.
Oh, where's Purse at? Oh.
What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient allgan ruins, of which no record existed. There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
Yeah, in order to do territorial disputes, which is a PvP zone.
Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
Okay, so whatever happens there, like let's say that you wanna fight someone. You take the fight in there and it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't be arrested or in jail or anything. You just go up in there and you fight. You possibly kill someone. And knowing that, it's like saying, whatever.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every allgan ruin.
Oh, really? Nothing ever good comes from building settlements near an allgan ruin. So he is going to put up a so-called orphanage, even though the orphanage will be a literal orphanage. But, all that sliming, man. To use a orphanage to advance a profit-making scheme of selling allgan artifacts.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean Alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the
Jeez.
Romans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
So even the person who stood up for the refugees was only posturing, giving lip service, and not actually mean it. A stereotypical politician thing. You give lip service to something, but don't enact on that lip service. Oh, man. That sucks.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Pardon?
Omega?
An allgan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
Oh, great. Let's just hope that they didn't fully resurface that motherfudging thing.
Allgan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
So that's not good.
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats. Given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation, destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
Yeah, the Bahamut, the equivalent of Deathwing. Man, Bahamut pales in comparison. Yeah, Bahamut pales in comparison to Deathwing. Deathwing is like a child compared to Bahamut.
Aye, we were skeptical ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
Jeez.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Yeah, it was all staged, man. Even though Lolorito, was all about in matters of commerce, but knowing that Taleji Adeleji outdid Lolorito when it comes to scheming. Well, Lolorito wants to take over matters. Take over the world when it comes to finances. It seems that this Taleji person wants to really literally dominate the world. Jeez.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ul'dah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Okay, I wonder if someone's watching? No. Man, now we're gonna have to frickin' poem Taleji. Go me for money on this one. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was a product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think that they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they have felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territory. Unfortunately, you are already well positioned to do so, Corporal YT. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartano. Well, be gone, whelp. This is no place for a child. Sniffle, I'm sorry. I was looking for you, mister. You said that you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So he visited Stone Throws as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not. I'm afraid. I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go look for them together. You need help me look, mister? Of course, but first, I must needs to finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, and no one's allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me in the pillar over there? But it will require a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. Oh, that is awesome, Alphanod. You are you're getting awesome now. I'll talk to her to the quicksand. I'll take it to the quicksand. Mayhap Mom Moody will know what to do. A legion of Garleans and an Aether-starved primal, even dealing with an Ascian, would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Mephilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise. without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Mara, this is Mayfilia. I know this is son, and I must return to Revenant's Toll with due haste. The situation in the 12th Wood has taken a turn for the worst. I will explain in detail once you arrive. Duty calls, man. Duty calls. The 12th Wood, then the primal that she spoke, has yet been confirmed. I have no reports of Elaxian activity, which leaves the sylphs. Gilmore, you may as well be that the appearance of a primal precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, inform the incandescent that while I am grateful for her consent, she needn't need to fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Okay, let's go. PS Gamer Gaming money. You're riding a sheep. What the fudge, people? I'm gonna ride a sheep. Hi there. It is a relief to see you healthy and hale, Mara. The latest news from Old Dalva is most disturbing. Clearly, the only injury Alphamon was to his ego. Doubtless it'll heal ere long. The other science will need to be present for this meeting. If you are ready, I'll begin to summon them now. Let's see. Going for money this time. Yeah, I don't need this. Gonna go for money. Hey there, Y'shtola. How's it going? Thank you for responding to my call, and with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you if it were not urgent. To business then. I have received the most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reasons to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the primal Rama, which is Zeus. I'm sorry, may have, then it is not certain. The Elder Seer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Incandescent, but the fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more below compeers, Garuda and so on, Rama is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would not make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. We're not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements. The preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, which certainly would not have escaped our notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, but not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papa Limo I suppose I could have reported to some Infinia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know this cells feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Roma once before after the calamity, but that was because the Guardians came trampling through the forest. So as long as Castrium Orion stands, the Cells cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement the actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain the observation that would have remained the best policy had it not been an influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. The Cells perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I'm put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of man which paved the way for the primals coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Being as it may, this regrettable development does not afford us a unique opportunity. Moreover, though you're dealing with the Cells of Little Solas, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder why another one treated with the Cells so fruitfully in the past and not achieved similar success in the Patreon deity. If Ramon can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Where such things as possible, we would not have been at war with beastmen since time immemorial. Well, maybe this time we can. Let's continue the discussion. We must need to first consult with the nation most affected by Rama's presence. The Elder Seedsir has requested your personal involvement, Morrow. Please report to the commander handling this in the Adder's Nest if you're able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin proves less than amicable. In such event, your fellow Scions will, of course, lend you whatever support you require. Okay, so we're going up against another Titan. So we're going up against another Primal. Okay. Okay, did I sell another thing? No. Gotta love crafting. Okay, where to go? Ah, the Adder's Nest. More of the science. Your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of the primal is ever the cause for alarm and unease. So my men are ready for any eventuality. I know none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you to do so without delay. The Elder Seedsir, however, wishes to speak to you first. She is of the opinion that you're diplomatic, rather than martial skills may serve our better cause. I would further explanations of our learned leader. Pray speak your way to the altar. I'm not saying that kind of altar due to the fact I can't say it right. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the lotus stand. Alright, let's go. To the Conjurer's Guild. Oh, ain't this pretty? I forget how pretty this place is.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty.
Fudge, yeah. Now we have Connie Sana butt kissing to us. Fudge, yeah.
I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
So it's not Rama, it's Ramu.
Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Hey there, I remember you.
Our guest informs us that the sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands.
Uh-oh.
Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
Okay.
The Twelveswood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You have my thanks.
All he has to do is a nod.
Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Okay. I'll have to slay another primal. Okay.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Alright. Okay, so I'll have to slay another primal. Okay. Okay, looking good. Oops. Okay, let's go. We gotta slay another primal. Alright, Little Solace, here I come. the Science, I was told to expect you. I understand that you go to treat with a primal Rama himself, an uneventable task, but one of which I have no doubt you will be well suited. I have been told that your fellow Science are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, and we ascertain a location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I would ask that you abide here until you return with their findings. Yep, another primal. I was told that a messenger would be soon sent as your fellow Science finished their investigation. I did not imagine it would take much longer. This one returns, and with good tidings, wise ones have finished searching, and they have wisely identified the precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Rama. Your timing is impeccable, fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good man to his fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please come this way. Please come with this one. Alright. I really love flying. Alright, let's help. Yeah, let's go ahead and follow this person around. Yeah, he'll attack first and he'll get credit. Yeah, there we go. I'm here to help. Yeah, but it's all good. I love helping rookies out. Okay, down this way. Okay, wise ones have ventured deep within the Sylphlands. These must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. I'm flying, so it'll be fine for me. Alright, Frixio. Maxio. I'm the one that is most sorry, but this one cannot go no further. Draw too close to Lord Rama, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. And so this one must say farewell. Walking one will soon find wise ones far from here, to the south. Go with safety. Alright, let's go. So it's actually you. I am relieved for a moment. I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear that with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it is a wonder I'm able to finish taking my measurements. It is quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Y'shtola's face when the one impersonating you showed up. That's quite enough, Papalymo. Y'shtola, were you simping for me? Y'shtola was simping for me. My apologies, it's not like me to ramble, so at any rate, I was saying that I have finished taking measurements of etheric activities in the area, and I'm pleased to say that I have reached an indisputable conclusion to wit that Ramal was called forth within the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetherite. Come, Morrow, the Lord Levin awaits. Uh-oh. They are summoning him. Uh-oh. Not good at all.
Betrays thee, sir, hiding.
Jeez! Okay, now you see. And now you all see why he's the Zeus of the game.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest.
Kind of remind me of Gandalf in a way. A lightning form of Gandalf.
Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man.
True.
Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born?
Jeez.
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature.
Yeah, that's true.
Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee
Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Okay.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Okay. So it's a duality of man. We do good things, the good guys become the bad guys. Yeah, the good guys become the bad guys. Okay, so there's gonna be like that. He wants to test the resolve to see if we can resist our inner darkness. Okay.
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Okay.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Okay.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
Fudge, yeah.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
So it's sunglasses. It's on his glasses. Okay, the striking tree hard. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I acted in self-defense, lady. Okay, let's put you over here. Yeah, let's stay behind here. I can't judge it like this. It's a full party. Okay. What's happening, Slappy? Nothing much, Bip. How's it going along with you? Okay. Okay, Epip says just got back from Swampapalooza Music Fest. It was rocking. Oh, that's awesome, Epip. That is awesome that you enjoyed your time. You know, enjoying what you love to do. Okay. Alright, while I wait up on some people in the group, I gotta show Epip something. Okay, let's see, where is it? No, not that one. Okay, still fine. Ah, here we go. Okay, still fine. Okay. And let's see. Here we go. Yeah. It's like in the background, I love crafting. I craft a lot in the game. And the payout that people buy my goods in the game. 55,000 So yeah, it definitely does pay to be a blacksmith. And I mean it, like, in real life as well. All you have to do is to be a blacksmith in real life, and it possibly would pay off. And who can resist spending steel? Who in the world would shapes? Who in the right mind would not resist the temptation of shaping steel with your hands? Okay, while I wait up on the group, I want to head on over to you and see if anything else was sold. I wonder, Epip, and I mean I really do wonder, what it would be like if you were a blacksmith. Okay, no, okay. Okay, and you? Yeah, baby! Another 4 grand! Man! Yes! Yes! We made 100,000 bucks in crafting! Fudge? Yeah! Oh yeah? We made bank? We made bank off of blacksmithing? Fudge? Yeah! Man! Yes! We made money. Oh, come on! You're trying to get into my celebratory dance of making crafting. Okay. Hello. Yeah, look at me, man. I'm trying to be a samurai, man. There we go. Okay. Man, Fudge and egg, we made a freaking 100 grand. Maybe I should have became a blacksmith. I know it's gonna take a lot of time and practice for me to be an actual good blacksmith. But man, it pays off with experience. You develop a reputation for being an awesome blacksmith, and the money will just keep coming in. Okay, we got freaking Gandalf. Alright, let's go. Slice and dice. Okay. That was not meant to happen. I forgot about that. Get out of that. Okay, go. Get out of there. Uh-oh, out of that. Okay, did I press the wrong button or something? Okay, way to go, tank. Okay, good, go. Okay. Okay, out of the. Oops, no. There we go. Uh-oh, out of there. Okay, that was my fault. Okay, okay. These seems to be good. Yeah, there we go. Aim at the backside. That's it, tank. You're doing good. Uh-oh. Fudge. Sorry. Okay, there you go. Use my damage mitigation. Jesus freaking Jiminy Christ, man! You are definitely as terrifying as the Zeus. Okay, out of that. There we go. Okay, there we go. You're doing good. Way to go. Everyone's still alive. Oh great, I'm stuck. Okay. No, I'm stuck. There we go. The music is epic. We will not. Okay, grab 3 orbs to break tether. Okay. Oops. Out of that. There we go. Woo! Alright, GG! Alright, let's give the player competition to Kid. GG on the heels, man. Darn it! And I was about to give him such an awesome emote.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin, a regrettable act, but a necessary one. In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians. But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Okay. Wow, make that money. Sounds like hard work. I don't want to make horseshoes and hinges. I want to make lingerie with all the hot little wenches. Ah, that's true, Epip. I should have thought more into that. Mara, you have returned. Dare I ask how Romano received your visit? He challenged you to a test of arms. It is well, then, you have some experience in such matters. A little soul. Okay, the both people of Gridania and Little Souls will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Eleven has accepted you as a forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day. The Elder Seed Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. Another 3 grand. What little gods are made out of? The Elder Seed Seer will wish to hear your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make your way for the Lotus Sands. The conjurer of this altar will expect you. Farewell, Mora. Okay. Where to go? Where to go? I need to head to... Oh, yeah. Conjurer's Guild. Okay, resident... No, not residential district. Ethernet to the Conjurer's Guild. Welcome back, honored Scion, who knew of your mission, have been most anxious to see your return. The Elder Seed Seer waits you within. Yes. Oh, ain't this pretty at night?
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this.
Fudge, yeah.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramu ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
Trial by combat, man.
Ramu made trial of you?
Yeah, trial by combat.
I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest.
Yeah, that's true.
As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all.
Fudge, yeah.
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done.
Fudge, yeah.
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
Fudge, yeah.
Lord Ramu has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent. Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Okay. Well then everybody, it looks like this is going to be it for... Let's see, I'm going to at least do one last thing. Thus ends another daunting mission, Amor. I hope that Lord Rama could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless I can only admire your authoritiveness with which you responded to the primal sudden challenge. And it seems that Uranger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Marvin? Shall we go back to the Rising Stones to ponder the lessons of the day? Alright, sure, I guess. Let's head back. As a matter of fact... Yeah, okay. Alright everybody, it looks like this is gonna be it for today's live stream. I'm hoping that you all had some fun, and I do apologize if I've responded to you a little late. Sometimes it's like, okay, I'll show you all. Okay. Alright, this is normally how I responded to you all. Like, I have the game here, and I have the chat here. Sometimes when I am in the middle of a raid, or in a boss fight, I have to concentrate on the boss fight, so I might be able to be late to look at the chat. So if I don't respond to any of you in time, just please wait a little bit. And have a good have a good weekend to you all. Man, darn it, have a good weekend to you all. And have a great